Welcome to Honest Hockey. Just two guys talking about all things hockey. Honestly, I'm Tom and he's Tom. And thanks for joining us today. Our first topic, or not really a topic, just a kind of discussion.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about the two series, how they went, and then how the finals is going to go.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
We finally made it to the Stanley Cup finals.
Yes, very exciting. But let's talk about Vegas, Dallas Vegas.
Okay.
What are your initial thoughts about that series?
I don't remember that series because I feel like
It was a long time ago.
A while ago.
Yeah.
Dallas won?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I remember Dallas playing well.
Okay.
And Vegas playing like poop.
Okay. All right. I just need to say, Dallas wowed us.
Dallas wowed us. Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
100%.
I couldn't think. I didn't think they were going to win. I knew it was going to be a gutsy game, a gutsy series. Sorry, but I just didn't think it was going to be like that.
I didn't think Dallas was going to get to the playoffs. I didn't think Dallas was going to make it past Colorado.
Yeah.
I didn't think Dallas had a chance against Vegas, and here they are on the Stanley Cup final.
Exactly.
They played so fundamentally well.
Yeah.
They just shut down Vegas. I don't know if it's more that they shut down Vegas or Vegas just couldn't score.
Yeah.
But Anton Hudobin, guy is a legend, man. He played awesome. Yeah. He gave some great post-game interviews. He is the reason they are in the Stanley Cup final right now.
So then, what went right for Dallas to win this? I mean, I know you kind of talked about it. Is there anything else that you kind of feel that kind of went right for them to win it?
Yeah, they got scoring from some guys that we wouldn't expect them to normally
get
scoring from.
Who is this people?
Yeah, so Tyler Seguin, who is that? He didn't score
He's
much.
not even in the team, I heard.
Yeah, no. They got scoring from Radulov, which, you kind of expect Radulov to score. But Denis Goryanov has had a huge playoffs. Yoel Kiviranta, I believe is the pronunciation. I'm sorry, anybody from Finland, if I pronounced that wrong. I didn't even know about him until Game 7 against Colorado. Yeah. He comes out here, scores the game-tying goal in Game 5.
Yes.
They've just gotten, a bunch of scoring. Blake Como has been very noticeable on the ice. Mm-hmm. Just a lot of their depth players really coming through for them when they needed because their top line wasn't great in the series.
So then, what went wrong for Vegas?
They couldn't score from their forwards.
Yeah.
They got scoring from Shea Theodore.
That's it.
That's it.
I mean, I know other people scored, but...
Did they? Are you sure?
I don't know.
Because I only remember Shea Theodore scoring.
Maybe we'll put the stats up here.
Yeah, on who scored goals. Because I only personally remember Shea Theodore scoring.
I know.
I also only really remember Vegas scoring like one goal a game.
Yeah.
So yeah, like their like Pacioretty was demoted to power play 2. Like they couldn't score at all in the power play. They couldn't score at all with their forwards 5-on-5. I don't know if it was Dallas just swarming them and just playing great defense, or Vegas just really, really struggled.
Dallas reminds me of the Islanders a little bit.
Yes, 100% agree.
Okay, I just feel like Dallas did that same job that Isles were trying to do, but did it better, obviously.
Right, and if Vegas has more of the Lightning in them, like if the Isles beat the Lightning, we'd be talking about Tampa Bay the exact same way we're talking about Vegas right now.
Yes, definitely. I felt like Vegas, little kind of a honest take here, I felt like they were kind of entitled.
Yeah.
They were Vegas.
Which is weird.
We're Vegas.
We're Vegas. Us. We're an expansion team. Yeah. And usually we're not supposed to be good. But we're great.
Yeah, especially with the previous runs that they had. I feel like they kind of were entitled.
Yeah, I guess you
get there.
I guess you think you could feel that way when you've been in the league for 3 years and you've made deep runs all 3 years.
Exactly.
You don't know anything else. And they got knocked down a peg. I see people blaming Robin Leonard. And it's not Robin Leonard's fault.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, they should have started Fleury.
Yeah.
No, they shouldn't have. No. Robin Leonard tried. No. Vegas just could not score.
No, Robin Leonard's obviously number one.
Right. It's not like Dallas was winning these games, 6-1 every game.
No.
Every game was 2-1.
Yes. Now let's talk about Isles Tampa. Okay. Initial thoughts of that series.
It was a good series.
Yeah.
We had a lot of overtime.
We did.
We didn't have great overtime play. Those overtime games were just kind of a snooze fest a little bit.
Yeah. No one wanted to break.
Yeah, no. And that's kind of Islanders hockey.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the Islander fans in the chat saying, Islanders hockey is not boring. Yeah. Islanders hockey is boring.
Yeah. Their play style is a little bit boring. Yes. I mean, we can talk about, obviously, why they lost, and we will talk about why they lost, but it is a little bit boring.
Right. But you know what I can say? Both power plays made me want to vomit. The Islanders power... So, let me rephrase this. The power plays that Tampa had in overtime, both times when they had two 4-minute power plays in overtime, are horrible. How do you not win an overtime game when you have 4 minutes on the power play?
I could probably say something.
Go ahead.
They were looking for that perfect shot, and it never came.
And also, I get it. They're a team of snipers. That's how they rely. But they had nobody screaming Varlamov.
No one. They basically were just like, here you go.
Yeah,
here you go.
It's like target practice. You're shooting the puck into a brick wall.
Yeah.
Like, exactly. I don't know how you're expecting it to go past him when he's literally looking right at the puck with nobody in his vision.
Exactly. So,
but then the Islanders power play at the end of last game where, they, right before Anthony Cirelli scored the game winner, where Barzal turned the puck over like 3 times trying to gain entry into the zone. Oh boy, that was bad.
Yeah.
That was one of the worst looking power plays you will ever see right there.
And then one thing that I need to say about Tampa is they didn't run away with this series.
No, not in the slightest.
No. Everyone thought it was just going to be a quick boom, done. Yeah, we gave some credit to Isles, but stuff like that. But they didn't run away with the series. Obviously, first game. Wow. First game. We talked about that first game. But after that, it was just kind of like it was a coast. It wasn't like there wasn't a lot of scoring where Tampa can score. It just they didn't run away with it.
Nope. And also, the Islanders didn't take advantage of Tampa not running away with it.
No.
Like, Tampa kind of, handed them the series on a silver platter a little bit, and the Islanders were just like, no, we're good.
Yeah, exactly. So then, what went right for your Tampa?
Victor Hedman went right.
Okay.
Victor Hedman was unstoppable.
Yeah.
He was... Without Victor Hedman, Tampa would have lost the series in 5.
Yeah.
Because he was all of their offense.
He scored.
Yeah, he scored.
I never noticed how tall Hedman is, but that guy is huge.
He's just a beast.
I know Stamkos didn't have his skates on, but still.
Okay, I think Stamkos... Stamkos is a midget. You can't...
It was like...
Yeah, he's like down here. Yeah, absolutely. I'm like... Also... Great playoff beer by Stamkos. Yes. I didn't even recognize him. I'm who's this caveman they brought out onto the ice?
Everyone's talking about this beard. It was an amazing beard.
Yes. But what went right with Tampa, Hedman and Vasilevsky. Yeah. Vasilevsky played really well.
And someone else.
Braden Point?
Yes.
When he was actually playing.
When he played, they won.
Yes.
When he was out, they lost.
Exactly. Absolutely. And, you were spinning the wheel of will Braden Point play tonight? Will he not play tonight? Yeah. We didn't find out until puck drop because John Cooper didn't want to tell anybody anything.
That was a common thread during this.
Which I don't blame him because
the coaches did not want to say anything.
Especially in the Braden Point situation, he's just such a playmaker and he's so good. Let the Isles prepare for him whether he's playing or whether he's not. Don't give any advantage to how they prepare for the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than that. Go ahead. I don't know where you were going with what did the Lightning do well. So I'll save my thoughts for when you eventually ask me what went wrong for the Lightning.
So, wrong? No.
Oh,
well, yeah, what went wrong with it?
Because I do think that the Lightning had some things go wrong.
Okay.
They got no scoring from their secondary forwards that I said they needed to get 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay. They got the game-winning goal from Anthony Cirelli. Other than that, the players were noticeable, but nobody was scoring.
Yeah.
It was Victor Hedman. It was Point and Kucherov when they played. And then that's it. It was the Tampa defensemen taking a bunch of shots. And I think if Tampa wants to beat Dallas, they need to get better scoring from their depth.
We'll talk about that a little bit later on when we talk
Fine, whatever. Go
Dallas,
on, next topic.
So then, what happened to Isles, though?
They couldn't score on the power play. Don't know if I mentioned that one.
Yeah.
They couldn't score in general. Here's the problem with the way the Islanders are constructed. They're such a good team.
They are a good team.
They're such a good defensive team.
And there's your key word.
Yes. And that's fine. We've seen defensive teams have success.
Well, yes.
But the problem lies in the Isles forward groups. Mm-hmm. They don't have anybody who wants to shoot the dang puck.
Yeah.
It's all pass. Mm-hmm. And then, the game-winning goal, Anders Lee, beautiful pass to Brock Nelson. But, that's how they always rely on their scoring. They need a sniper on this team.
Yeah.
They need someone who will just grip the stick and rip it. Mm-hmm. And they don't have that. They're all passive. They're all great players, but they need that one guy who could score.
Yeah.
That's why they wanted Artemi Panarin.
Yeah.
Could you imagine this Islanders team with Artemi Panarin?
Oh, forget it. I mean, imagine structuring everything around him, too. I mean, obviously, they kind of had everything kind of set up the way they want it. But with him on that, it would have been very deadly. We could easily be talking Dallas Isles.
Yeah. Oh, and I think we'd be talking Isles as the Stanley Cup champions eventually when we make this video by the end of September.
Yeah.
I have a hot take. I'm allowed to say this hot take, but I really don't want to annoy Islander fans. And I don't know if I will. I don't think Matt Barzal is the answer.
Okay.
I think I don't know if it's either he's just not playing in the right system, that like Trotz's system, he needs a more wide open, fast-paced game.
Okay.
I was not impressed with him this series. He scored 0 goals. He was getting hit from every which direction. Like, he had that black eye that we saw. Like, he was getting destroyed. But I just don't think he's a superstar. I think the Isles would be welcome to get a better 1C who is more willing to shoot the puck and is a more complete player, because I just wasn't impressed with Matt Barzal. And I started to think it just might be he's just not a fit in Trotz's system.
Yeah. And we had this joke about Kadri.
Yes. Yes, the whole playoffs. Kadri, why is Kadri on Colorado? He's not a fit.
It just didn't seem like he was a fit.
And then Kadri went out there and scored like 10 goals when Colorado was playing.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was a running joke.
But yeah, I digress on that.
Yes.
Now we get to Dallas and Tampa. What are your kind of thoughts, early thoughts on the series?
I think it's a good series. I think it's kind of very similar to, in a weird way, the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference Finals. I mean, Lightning are playing a team that they kind of just played in the Islanders.
Got it.
And Dallas is playing a team that they just kind of played in Vegas.
Okay.
It'll be interesting to see if both teams can kind of keep up what they did in the previous rounds. Yeah. And I think like 95% of America will be rooting for Dallas. I think they become kind of America's underdog and America's team during this postseason.
Okay, all right. So what does Dallas have to do to win this series? And then we'll go into what their downfalls could be to lose the series.
Okay, so to win the series, I think they have to play, a very similar defensive structure to how they played last series. Mm-hmm. They need to get a few more scoring contributions. Looking at you, Tyler Seguin.
Yes.
Jamie Benn needs to play consistently. Yeah. And, all the guys that were scoring, they need to just continue scoring, because you're going to have to keep up with Tampa. And they're going to need Hudobin to continue to play like he's played this postseason. Okay. He's been a brick wall, and they need that to continue. So
then their downfalls are pretty close to what you're saying. If that doesn't come, then they're done.
Yeah, it's not like with some teams these are what they need to do right. Yeah. But if they don't do these wrong, they can still win. They need Hudobin to play well, and they need to get more scoring. That's their win. That's their formula to win and their formula to lose.
Okay, all right. So then we'll switch over to Tampa side. Same question. What do they have to do to win the series? And then what can they possibly go wrong to make them lose the series?
To win the series, Tampa needs to wake up. I'm just going to be blunt about it. Yeah. Tampa is the best team left. Well, they were the best team in the playoffs.
Yeah,
to begin with.
They were.
They could have won. They should be able to advance to the Stanley Cup final with their eyes closed. Which they did the first 2 rounds. But the Islanders, they just didn't look right. They didn't look like Tampa after game 1. They need to wake up. They need to realize they're in the Stanley Cup final, and they need to play like it.
Yeah, I mean, players might be hurt.
Players could be hurt. You're absolutely right.
Obviously with everything with this whole COVID going around, everything's very, very, very hush hush.
Yes.
It's just unless to play, or no. What is the word that they're using now?
Unfit to play.
Unfit to play.
Yes.
But that's for everyone.
Right.
So you don't know what's going on.
I really hope that doesn't continue into the next season, because I don't like that term, unfit to play. Yeah. It's, I don't know.
So a lot can be going wrong, obviously, with, their health and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But
they just haven't looked like Tampa.
Yeah.
Especially in the later half of this season.
So then kind of the same thing you're saying with Dallas is that their ways to win is almost very similar to the way Tampa can lose this series.
Yes, if Tampa plays like they did against the Islanders, again, outside of game 1,
correct,
they lose this series.
Wow.
Because they should have lost the series to the Islanders. Yeah. And if we're saying that Dallas does what the Islanders do kind of better, then Dallas should be able to take advantage of those mistakes and beat them. Unless Dallas also plays like we said they can't play, and Tampa says like they said they can't play. I don't know who's going to win the series.
I don't know. So then, do you have anything that you want to say before we go into our predictions?
No, we can just go right into predictions.
Okay, mine's pretty complicated. So.
Okay, so does that mean you want me to go first, or you want to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Tampa Tampa in 4.
How many goals are going to score?
4. You're going to win 1-0 every game.
Okay, all right.
And all 4 are going to be scored by Victor Hedman. You heard it here first. It's going to be Victor Hedman 4, Dallas Stars 0 in 4.
Okay. Mine is Dallas in 7.
Okay.
Okay. With Tyler Seguin scoring the game-winning goal.
Game-winning goal.
Okay. So basically what's going to happen is that Point's going to get tripped, right? There's going to be no call on the ice. Tyler Seguin with the breakaway. Boom, he ends the series.
Wow, put it down somewhere.
Because obviously I was so on point with the last prediction.
You were so on point. You had the Lightning in 7 with a double overtime top of the circle goal from Kucherov. Yes, you were right on point. Timestamp his prediction right there, because what could go wrong?
Not a lot. I don't think so. I mean, actually, shoot. If Point doesn't play, then he can't get tricked.
If Point doesn't play, then the Lightning are losing in 4.
Got it. All right, yeah, okay, got it.
I'm taking Lightning in 4 because I think Point does play.
Yeah, so I think that kind of concludes everything that's for us today.
Yeah, let us know in the comment section how you think the Stanley Cup Final is going to go and how many games. So who's going to win and how many games are going to win. And you know what? Let us know your Conn Smythe, because I have Victor Hedman as my Conn Smythe.
Yeah.
And let us know in the comment section below. Yeah. Anything else you want to say?
No, I think that's it.
Thanks for watching this episode of Honest Hockey. Be sure to give us a like if you enjoyed, and don't forget to cross-check that subscribe button. I'm Tom. He's Tom. That's our pumpkin. Thanks for joining us today.